Prabjot Singh greets you back to Probing Eyes continuing series Bus 1 Minute. Today we are going to talk about Canadian politics and how the Punjabis or Indians got into Canadian politics. Before we do that, remember to click on bell icon on your screen so that you can subscribe to all latest episodes of Probing Eye as well as Bus 1 Minute. So over to Canadian elections. When we say politics, it means a lot. And Punjabis, they have been living in Canada for more than a century. But they got into politics in the late 20th century. It was in 1950 that a first one, a man from Punjab's Dhudike village who had moved to Fraser Valley area in British Columbia, he decided to take to public life. He was none other than Giani Naranjan Singh Grewal, a millwright. Though he had moved to Canada in 1925, it was in 1941 he moved to Mission City, a small city in Fraser Valley. After his election to Mission City in 1950, Giani Naranjan Singh Grewal put an ad in local newspapers, and that ad read, "Thank you, citizens of Mission City. It is a credit to this community to elect the first East Indian to a public office in this history of our great dominion. It shows your broad-mindedness, tolerance, and consideration." So that was the beginning, and he called himself as an East Indian. And then in 1952, he was re-elected and became a mayor, a director of the elected councillors. So at that time, it wasn't the institution of mayor, but he was called director and equivalent to a mayor. He wanted to contest the assembly elections to British Columbia, but unfortunately, he died in mysterious circumstances. But he had set the ball in motion. And since then, after 1950, now in the 75th year of East Indians in Canadian politics, they have gone a long way. You all know the success stories of Indians in various provinces, including British Columbia, including Alberta, including Manitoba, and the great Ontario. They have done very well. They have been there, they have been to assemblies, they have been in the local municipal committees, they have been mayors, and they have been MPs. And now in the 75th year, they are testing their political strength in the hot waters of Canadian politics. On April 28th, they are going to try their luck to win back their seats in House of Commons. In the previous House, there were more than 20 of them, most of them elected on Liberal ticket, and some of them on the main opposition party, Conservative ticket. And the leader of one of the main parties, New Democrats, is also an East Indian, Jagmeet Singh. So East Indians, or Punjabis as you call them, or people of Indian origin as they are known the world over, they have done very well in Canadian politics at all levels, from the lower level, the district or the municipal level, to the highest, the federal or the national level. And when we talk of Naranjan Singh, because he was a pioneer, he was a millwright, he was an educated man, he fought for trade unions, he was elected to a union, and he also created an atmosphere where the mill workers could get their dues in time. And he himself owned a couple of mills later in his career because he wanted to be a good employer and give a message that he doesn't believe in exploitation of labor or immigrants who were coming to Canada at that time in search of green pastures. So Naranjan Grewal was a pioneer of Indian community in Canada in politics. What he started as a councillor has now blossomed into a full-fledged powerhouse in Canadian politics, where Indians, especially the East Indians, are considered an important component of the mainstream politics. So that is how they started, and from a minor county, and it was again British Columbia from where a first attempt was made to enter House of Commons. Mr. Hari Singh, he was a Liberal candidate, a school teacher. He tried his luck to enter House of Commons in 1974 from Okanan riding. Though he lost, it was a Liberal stronghold, but he lost to a Conservative and accused his party leadership and other workers to have let him down, because subsequently in the next election after he lost in 1974, Liberals regained that seat. So that strengthened his accusations that when he contested as an East Indian, the majority community didn't support him as much as he thought he would get. So that is how the journey of Indo-Canadian community towards House of Commons started, from Okanan riding in British Columbia, from where Hari Singh was the first one. So we will talk more about how Indians progressed in different areas, different ridings, and how they reached the present situation in the coming episodes. So stay tuned and keep on watching Probing Eyes, Bas 5 minutes.